Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So hopefully the audio isn't too loud, too blown out or anything. And for all video intents and purposes at the moment, more for for me, I'm gonna leave the top up. Normally I'm all about dropping the top down, but I'm wearing the GoPro right now, plus I've got the lav mic set up so I can have the better audio, which I don't know if you guys can see it. This little guy right here. Yeah, I can't turn my neck down far enough for you guys to see it on the camera, but take my word for it. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out a good way to get some good audio with the GoPro, because the built-in audio on the GoPro, when it works, is fine, but a lot of the time it doesn't like to work. It likes to do some weird thing where it, oh dear, the seatbelt and the lav mic, that's gonna be a problem. Let's try and move the mic down a little bit more. Okay, we'll try and have it like there. Hopefully that's still good. But yeah, so normally I have an issue with the GoPro audio where it's like it fades in and out, especially when there's bass, like the bass of the exhaust, it'll wig out. And it's only on like this newer GoPro. This is the Hero 7 Black, and it's a great camera nonetheless, but just the audio kind of sucks on it. But anyway, enough about my little camera setup going on here. Today we're gonna film the 20,000 subscriber special video. So yeah, we got a bunch of questions that people have asked us. I posted up on my social media, and so we're just gonna go through the list. I screenshotted as much of them as I could, and we're gonna go get some Dunkin' and kind of talk about some questions that you guys asked me. First, let's order us some coffee. And for those of you that even care, if you're interested in trying anything new, I'm pretty simple. I used to get the vanilla iced coffee all the time, but it's pretty sweet, like the sugar and all that stuff, like the normal sugar. So I always just get lately a like medium iced coffee with no regular like flavors, nothing, just regular iced coffee. And then I just do cream, liquid sugar, so that way when you take your first sip, you don't get that mouthful of sugar like always. And they got this sunrise batch, and it's actually pretty good. I don't know, it's like a little bit of nuttiness to it. Okay, we're good. You know, I really can't appreciate enough having a car with working air conditioning, because days like today, or even situations like this where I just need to have the windows up and the top up for audio purposes and stuff, or just cruising around, I really appreciate having air conditioning, especially in a car like this that I enjoy driving, like driving fun and driving daily. And to me it's just so nice. I'll never understand now why my mentality before was always rip out the AC of everything, especially living down here in the freaking desert. Like, it wasn't bad when I was in late high school and I was living up in that town up in the mountains, because summers up there are really mild, and everything in town is 2 miles away, so you don't have any far distances to drive. You don't have to get stuck in traffic. But having a car like this with AC, absolutely love it. But yeah, so I just want to start right off the bat with like a huge thank you for 20,000. I know it's not a lot. To some people it's a huge number. I didn't really know what to expect. I stopped kind of looking at numbers and caring so much about them. Like, I still care, obviously, since it's a very big part of my money revenue right now, and just like one of my dreams and goals is to have YouTube as a full-time career. But just in general, I just didn't know what to expect or when to expect anything like this. So for me, 20,000 is a lot, and I was very stoked the second I saw I hit it. And we're already at like 2,100 now. So I'm a little late on making this video because it's been, a week or so. But yeah, thank you guys. And I can't wait to see where this channel can take me in the future, because I know people even at 1 million subscribers, they're like, oh, we're just getting started. It's like, are you though? Because to me and everybody else, it seems like you made it. So at least I can still say I'm still just getting started, and hopefully my channel picks up. I can't thank you guys enough for the supportive comments that I get on like, oh, I don't know why your channel doesn't have more viewers. Why is that guy sitting under a tree with a beer can at 8 in the morning? And stuff like that. So it makes me feel good, and also makes me question YouTube as well when I get so many comments that are like, honestly, like not even me just saying it. Like, I get dozens and dozens of comments of like, oh, I didn't even realize you had X amount of subscribers. I thought you had way more, or why don't you have more subscribers or more viewers? viewership, and it's like, you know, I wish I could tell you, because like I don't want to like seem conceited or anything, but I think my videos are pretty darn good, and like oh well, rats. Not to toot my own horn, but like, or sound conceited, but I think I have really good content. It's taken me a while to even remotely enjoy my own content, because I don't know, it's not that I never enjoyed it. I always thought it was kind of cringy going back and being like, oh, that's actually really good. But now I'm just, after kind of like talking with Zosh and seeing his attitude towards things, it's kind of changed my mindset on it a lot. And it's like, be proud of yourself. And I'm proud of the content that I make, and I want to make even better content. Especially, I personally like all the B-roll. I like the nice edits. I like the color grading, and I don't know if a lot of you guys notice it, but hopefully you do. But whatever, enough of that. Thank you guys for 20K. Can't wait to see more. And let's hope we hit 50K. I mean, even sometime in the next year, that'd be fantastic. So, yeah, whatever. You know, I don't even know if you guys can see anything, because on my screen right here, it looks like it's all blown out. Probably because I have the top up. So, yeah, after I grab my coffee right now, I'll drop the top, and we'll see if that helps. It's amazing how many people don't know how to park. Like, this guy had parking priority, and he's still over the line. Whatever. Let's get some of that good. Okay, got the coffee. I feel so bad because like this is obviously my regular Dunkin', and there's a really, really nice girl in here. I don't want to say anything mean, like she may maybe have something wrong with her, but I want to say she has maybe a very slight case of autism or something like that, and she is like the sweetest girl. And I've seen her get yelled at so many times by people that are just impatient because they've never worked the service industry before and understand, like, especially right now with nobody working. But she's so nice, and she just was talking to me. She's been working like 6 days a week, and when she was at the other Dunkin' store that I worked at for a couple months, she was only part-time because of her presumable situation, or I don't know how to phrase that. I really don't mean that in a mean sense. Again, she is like the most sweetest girl. But yeah, I just salute to you guys that are out here working the service industry, whether it be fast food, customer service, baristas. Like, you guys are taking a lot of heat right now. But anyway, let's get back into this. Pop this top, see how many looks I get because of having a big old camera on my face, and then having the little piece for the lav mic sticking out of that on top of that. So, oh wow, that's nice. See, I don't know, because it still looks like it's blown out on the phone screen though, so I don't really know. So, you know what, we're just gonna roll with it. Whatever, we're rolling with it. I should probably turn my music off so that way I don't get copyrighted. And if any of you guys are looking for a tasty jam, I've been jamming the 1975 for a hot minute. And I need some sunglasses because it is bright as freaking butts out here. Well, of course you're coming in. You know, something I really, maybe I should put the windows up. Maybe that'll help with some of the noise. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll start here, and let's just answer some. I'm gonna go through the ones that were on Instagram first. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should, to keep up with behind the scenes and stuff of what's going on the channel and in life, if any of you guys care. So, starting with 2009 Black SI, he is asking what EF products are coming from SD Fab. So, right off the bat, I have the front bumper bars for the 88 hatches going to be available here soon. I have the fixture made up for them. I just got to go to the water jet shop, get my plates drawn and cut. So basically that, when, I don't know, I need the market. I don't have a lot of demand for EF stuff. Like, I have a lot of people saying like, oh, you should make such and such stuff, but then there's not a lot of people that are actually like, I am genuinely interested, how can I buy this? Yet, like there has been with the DA stuff. So, but my intents with the EF stuff is like front bumper bar, rear bumper bar, harness bar, presumably, and then maybe a EF specific, like, I don't know, a catch can or something, because Robert Diaz from Hush Performance kind of has the EF stuff covered in terms of all the other jazz. So that's that'll be that. So then, coming from Modem879, he says, trailing arm bushing set up on DA9. Have you heard of PCI trailing arm bushings? So my number one go-to, and I apologize if you hear this guy in this John Deere spraying the pesticides or whatever right here, but my number one go-to trailing arm bushing of all time is the Hard Race, because I personally love the feel of it. It's the 150% hardened rubber, so you get like close to an OEM comfort, but it's much more rigid, and it's not as hard to put in as like energy suspension, and it's not like PCI or anything where it's solid. I honestly, unless you have a full-out race car, and you should not run solid bushings anywhere unless you're a like full race car, because that stuff is just dumb. It rides like trash, and it's just, I don't believe it's good for the street. And then moving on to that_slow sob. Ever thought about making stuff for sobs? And I'll bring up my statement again of I go where the money goes. So if there's money in the market, then by all means I'm happy to make stuff for it, but until I have the demand for it and I have a ready market, there's no sense in me wasting my money and time on it, because I don't have that kind of money to put out right now, especially being a very, very new small business owner. I can't front that kind of money for material and whatnot to sit on it if I don't sell it, you know. So that just is how that goes. So I'll do one more and then we'll move around a little bit. This one comes from Sandman95EG, and he is asking a very just general question of, am I happy? And to that, I would say overall, yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm a long way from where I was. I'm out of the 9-to-5 life. I've been doing it for a year at the end of this month in July. I have one of my dream cars that I daily drive. I have a good girlfriend. My parents are still around. I have supportive family. I don't really have many friends nowadays, at least people that are like in person that I hang out with on a regularly. So that honestly makes me more sad than anything. But overall, yeah, I'm happy. I'm making a name for myself, slowly but surely, like I've always wanted to. And it's all thanks to people like you that participate in stuff like this and watch my channel and whatnot. But yeah, all right, let's move the car and kind of get in some more stuff, just because I don't want to bore you guys with one spot. Coming up next, this one's gonna be from Myton Films. A few of you guys may recognize him. He has some awesome YouTube videos on doing his DC4 build, and now he's got the imported ITR, so good lad. But he's asking me if I am a YouTube partner or if I am on with a network, and I don't really know what he means by a YouTube partner. I am partner verified in the sense like I make revenue off of advertisements through AdSense. So depending on who you're talking to, that might be what he means. But if that's the case, I mean, I make money on YouTube, but I'm not with any sort of network or anybody like that. Like I don't have a page manager like some people have on YouTube. They hire like a third-party company to help them promote, advertise, do stuff like that, and they end up taking a big cut. Because I've talked to a few people that have done that, and they said it's 100% not worth it. So no, I am partnered in that sense that I make money, but not partnered with a company that helps me make money. I do it solo. So then this guy, 206 GTI _ Eric, he's asking if I'm Polish because my last name seems to be Polish, and he is half Greek and half Polish, and I believe I am, honestly, having the Sadowski last name. Can we get out? So, I do believe I am Polish. I don't know how much. I don't know what part of my timeline, but yeah, I'd say at least on my dad's side, because he's the one that has, obviously, the Sadowski last name. And the Caveman, he's a frequent viewer and commenter, so I appreciate it, Sue. He's asking, how did you begin skateboarding? And for me, this really bright sun is not helping my situation. But for me, skateboarding came through because when I was growing up, obviously I have two brothers. One of them is more of a computer guy, just sits inside all day, and the other one that has the detailing business I always mention. He was always the sporty one, the active one, out there riding bikes, rollerblades, scooters, doing whatever. And at one point he had started skateboarding, so I was always trying to copy whatever he was doing, and of everything I did, skateboarding just stuck with me. But yeah, so skateboarding just kind of came along through my brother. And then the next one is through my boy Titty Pirate. He's asking, how long does it take you to make a rear bumper bar for a Del Sol? Well, I haven't made one for a Del Sol, but we'll just say in general, I'm assuming he just means my bumper bars in general. So if I'm making a bar from scratch, I don't have my tubes pre-notched, I don't have any main bars pre-bent, and assuming I just have my plates, it probably takes me about 45 minutes to make a bar. All right, so then we'll scroll into the next one, and Titty Pirate is also asking two more. He's asking, out of all the places you have visited, where is your most memorable? Honestly, probably Florida, because Florida was the biggest life changer for me, even though I didn't even go there to change a life. I just went there to have fun and got kind of put in a situation that made me step out of my comfort zone. But yeah, Florida's just dope all around. I love it there. So I haven't been out of the country. I mean, I've been to Mexico when I was a kid, but other than that, I ain't been out of the country. So stateside wise, I think either the Big Bear area in like northern Wisconsin, where Smokey the Bear, like that whole campground, because that was my first real like sponsored skate trip and everything. So it's either that, wherever that Big Black River, I think, New River, Black River, something like that, or Florida for sure. And then he's also asking, besides the S2000, what is my dream car? And I'm going to be a fanboy, and I'm going to say R34 GTR, because that's just who I am. Grew up with Fast and the Furious, Need for Speed, Underground, all that jazz. I don't really have a supercar, dream car type thing. I'm not really too big into those. Like, I'd love to own one for sure, but I don't know enough about them because I don't have enough interest in them. So yeah, we'll just say R34 GTR, because I'm a slut for one of those. And that kind of ties into Plasto Inc.'s question, which is, what is your dream car you can't afford? Which, again, R34 GTR, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford one of those, seeing as prices now are already over the six figures. So by the time they're import like legal, they're probably going to be a couple $100,000 minimum. So, and I don't really know about paying that much for a 25-year-old Nissan, no matter if it's an R34 or anything like that. So, and then Garage Rat Media, he is asking, how long did it take you to get 20,000? And I've been doing YouTube videos since 2016. Been doing automotive videos ideally since like late, probably 2017. So yeah, about 4 to 5 years, but everybody works at their own pace. I mean, some people blew up, like Young Static. He's been doing YouTube for about a decade, and he finally just hit 100,000 recently. And some people hit 100,000 in like 6 months. So it's just, there's no secret to YouTube. You just got to get lucky. Okay, moving on. What thoughts on newer Honda Civics? Like the new Civics, I don't really have an opinion on. I mean, they don't seem very fun to me. The L15 is a great platform, but unless you have the turbo model, I think they're kind of crappy. As for like mid-tier Civics or mid-2000 Civics, I really love like the FD chassis, or the FA and stuff like that. Like, those are sick. Like the 8th gens, I really enjoy those. But I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on them because I haven't really been around them. I do like the 8th gens because my buddy has one. Zosh just picked one up. Those things are great. But that's about as far as my opinion honestly goes from my lack of experience with them. Oh, somebody forgot to clean up their brush in the road. So next one is coming from, I can't read because my phone's shaking. How can one make a Vario kickflip look so steezy? That's a good question, because my Vario kickflips suck. I can 3-flip all day, but as soon as I learned how to 360 flip, my Vario kickflips kind of went down the drain. And I don't know if that just goes hand in hand, but like, my Vario kickflips look so awkward now when I can even land them. And then this guy is saying, this is GameFace323 Integra. He's saying, no question, but have yourself a great day. You too, buddy. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're feeling blessed. I hope your family and friends are all healthy, happy, and I hope you're well. And this stoplight is out. The stoplight's been out for like a week, dude. I never even come down this road. Hey, top down. Hey, he gave me a thumbs up. Even the Mustang guys respect a good S2000, eh? You're having a good day. Appreciate you. Okay, this is a longer one. So this one says, I hear, KRX kid, he said, I hear they call you, I can't even speak. I hear they call you tripod indiscreets because you got a third leg with that big, big old D. Is that true? All I can say is that we have to gather the council because secrets are getting out. Cesar Hernandez, he's asking, do I enjoy doing YouTube? And I love making videos. Like, I know I may not seem really enthusiastic in a lot of my videos, and I think it's honestly just kind of my voice and stuff. I feel like I have a very monotone voice, so I kind of have to get personality in my voice. Not to say I'm faking personality, but like, I have to try a little bit harder than say Zosh, who's just like naturally like exaggerating and out there and bubbly. But you know, trust me, I love making YouTube videos. To me, it's an outlet, like a creative outlet. If I didn't make videos, honestly, I don't know where half my time would be spent. Probably doing things unproductive, like, I don't know, selling crack. And this guy is asking, I can't read your name, I'm sorry, what is that? Oh, Non-DA Jesus. He's asking, when are you doing a J-swap? That's a good question. I'm not against doing a J-swap. And honestly, one of my goal cars to do, if I can ever have the space really and the money to do it, is I want to do a mid-engine turbo J-swap in a DA, so I have my own mini NSX, which would be fan-freaking-tastic. Brand new or taking back Sunday? Oof. For nostalgic reasons, I'd have to say taking back Sunday, but for quality of music, I'd have to say brand new. And then this guy's asking, the kid Dell, how do I stay motivated? Honestly, it's really, really hard. Like, motivation is hard for me to come by. And my main issue is being I don't have people to hang out with really hardly ever. Maybe once a week I'll see Ramon or DJ or Doge or something. Doge is the person I hang out with the most, and even then, he's got his own life. He's a busy dude. He's got a good job. He's got, I don't know, whatever Doge does, honestly. But I just, I don't know. It's hard for me to stay self-motivated, but my main motivation is that I have a dream, and I want to attain that dream by any means possible, for me physically and morally. So that's my motivation, is getting out the hood, if you know what I mean. I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner, but getting out the hood. Would you ever build something American? I'm not against it. I mean, I don't prefer American cars, but I'm definitely not against it. I just don't really know where I would start. And I'm going to have to get a lot more standard tools. But overall, yeah, no, I'd definitely build an American car. Maybe like a Escort or something, Ford Escort, because those are basically like Miatas, but like the Honda version of a Miata. Well, I guess more like the Ford version of a Honda Civic version of a Miata, if that makes sense, because I know they use like Miata 1.8 BP engines, so that's actually pretty dope. And what is this guy asking? Oh, my buddy Matt. He's like, would you rather have nipple-sized fingers or finger-sized nipples? Finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers? I'd probably have to say finger-sized nipples, because you can't really do much with nubs. And then I would just have to wear like a sports bra and tuck them things away or something. Dr. Rhonda is asking, hope you're doing well, brother. Stay grinding. Appreciate you, pimp. I'm trying to do as well as I can. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all that jazz. So now into the YouTube comments. First one is Boomer. He's asking, favorite wheel. I can see you hitting S2K or 50K soon. So if you mean steering wheel, honestly, like the Momo Monte Carlo, all-time classy favorite. If you mean like rim wheel type tire wheel thing, good question. I don't really have a favorite. I mean, TEs are cool, RPF ones are cool, like all the go-tos are cool, but I don't know. I'm not really well versed in wheels like shoes and stuff. I'm just not that kind of guy. I just kind of buy what looks cool if I can afford it. To Leon Phillips, would you ever boost the S2000? Honestly, I really want to supercharge it. I just can't afford that. I mean, maybe someday. But boosting the S2000, because of the way I drive the car, I'd rather have the supercharger for the linearity, and because the handling characteristics of the car, I want that linearity in the power bands. That way I'm not like trying to come through a corner and then full throttle, and the next thing you know, I got 12 pounds of boost kicking my rear end out and pushing me off a cliff or something. So, and then this guy is asking, I want to say it's ChrisSadowski. I can't read that, my phone's shaking, I'm really sorry. He's asking, are you going to be making CRX specific bumper sports? In which that case, yeah, I just need to get access to him. DJ's is an 88, so I'm sure that's going to be different from the other guys. So eventually I'll start with his and then move on to the next ones as I can. And wow, it is bright out here. I'm going in the sun again. This guy's asking, he's just complimenting my new sticker, the Coffee Guy slap. Appreciate you. You guys should get those. Link in the Big Cartel in the bio. Ricardo is asking future channel and life goals, future car projects, and what are my thoughts on the EPA. Future life goals, I mean, Lord willing, I'd love to be able to move out of my dad's property, out of the guest house, get my own house. But first goal is get my own shop, because I need to be able to continue to grow my fab business and stuff. I need more space for tools and equipment, and a sheltered place to work on my cars. Future life goals, other than, yeah, I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Future YouTube goals is I just want to start small and get that 100K and get that silver play button. That's a huge goal of mine. But as for the EPA stuff, you know what? Throw batteries in the ocean. That's what I think about the EPA. That's all I have to say about that, because I don't want to get, like, I don't know, weirdly political or anything, because I'm not that kind of person. And then Leon is asking whatever boost the DA. You know what? If you guys get the channel to 50,000, I might just slap a turbo on the DA for a little bit. Dream car again, so R34. And actually that, yeah, I suppose that wraps it up. So, I know I said I was going to use the other camera. Hopefully this captured okay audio. I guess I'll see in post-production if this video goes up as is, and it did okay. If not, then you guys won't know, because it'll be a different style video. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for the continued support. Please help support the channel also by signing up for the Patreon or getting some merch, some stickers, some something. If you want DA bumper bars, I have a couple in stock, and some harness bars as well in the Big Cartel. Same with the Del Sol roof race. And yeah, anyways, guys, do what you love. Forget the rest. Keep killing it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.